Hello everyone, welcome to Python application programming lecture series. In this lecture video, we are going to discuss about chained conditionals and nested conditionals. Chained conditionals is one of the decision conditions. Sometimes some of the programs is required more than one possibility to be checked for executing a set of statement. That means we may have more than one branch. This is solved with the help of chained conditionals. So this is the syntax for the chained condition and this is the flowchart. So here the syntax is if condition 1. So here we declare condition 1. So if condition 1 is true, statement block 1 is executed. And again we declare else if, and this is the condition 2. So if condition 2 is true, the statement block 2 is executed, and again here we declare again else if the condition n is true, statement block n is going to executed. So here block 1 is true and condition 2 is true, this block 2 is going to executed, and condition n is true, the block n is going to executed. Here the condition 1 is false, the statement block n plus 1 is going to executed. So here, so this is the condition 1, the condition 1 is true, the statement 1 is going to executed. So if condition 1 is false, the condition 2 is going to check. If condition 2 is true, the statement 2 is going to executed. The condition 2 is false, the condition n is going to check. The condition n is true, the statement block n is executed. The condition n is false, the statement block n plus 1 is going to executed, and this is the final result. The conditions are checked one by one sequentially. If any conditions is satisfied, the respective statement block will be executed and further conditions are not checked. Note that the last else block is not necessarily always. Let's consider one example. So this code gives the student grade point if we enter the student marks. So for example, you take, so marks is equal to float of input enter marks. So float, it converts the and marks into float values. So here mark is the variable name and here we declare input. So if you declare input, so Python interpreter is asking the user inputs. So here we declare one condition if marks is greater than or equal to 80. So greater than or equal to 80. So here we print the grade is first class with distinction. So 80 to 100, 80 to 100 first class with distinction. Else if marks greater than or equal to 60 and marks less than 80. So 60 to 79, 60 to 79. So we print the student grade is first class. Else if marks greater than or equal to 50 and marks less than 60. So 50 to 59, 50 to 59, the student grade is second class. Else, if the marks greater than or equal to 35 and less than 50, so between 35 to 49, the student grade is third class. Else, else, else less than 35, the student grade is fails. Student grade is fail. So for example, just you enter the marks, the marks is 78, the 78 is between 60 to 80, between 60 to 80, the grade is first class, so here we declare the input, and here we declare one condition. The condition is marks greater than or equal to 80, and again here we declare one more condition, and here we declare third condition, and here we declare fourth condition. If this condition is true, first condition is true, so it's going to execute this, or condition is for, and this condition is true, the going to execute this statement. If this condition is true, the going to execute this. At the last, this condition is true, since Python interpreter is going to execute this statement. So all these conditions are false, the Python interpreter is going to execute this.
Let's execute this in Python interpreter. So here we declare marks is equal to float of input enter marks. So this statement is asking the user input. Here we declare one condition. The condition is if the condition is marks greater than or equal to 80, so the interpreter is going to print the first class with the distinction. Else if again we declare one more condition, marks greater than or equal to 60 and marks is less than 80, the marks between 60 to 79, so the grade is first class. Again we declare one more condition, else if marks greater than or equal to 50 and marks less than 60, the marks between 50 to 59, the grade is second class. Again we declare one more condition, else if marks greater than or equal to 35 and marks less than 50, the marks between 35 to 49, the grade is third class. Else Python interpreter is going to print fail. So just you run this code, just you enter marks. The marks, obtained marks is, let us assume obtained marks is 78. So 78 is between 60 to 80. If you press enter, the class is first class. Again you run this code, the Python interpreter is asking the marks. The marks is 98. Let us assume the obtained marks is 98. The grade is first class with distinction. The 98, so between 80 to 100. So 80 to 100, between 80 to 100, the grade is first class with distinction. So again you run this. Here you enter, the obtained marks is 21. So 21 is the obtained marks. The 21 is less than 35. So Python interpreter is going to print the fail. So just you enter, the grade is fail.
Nested conditional is one of the program control structure. A nested conditional statement is an if or if-else statement inside the else part of the another if-else statement. If the predicate of the outer if-else statement is false, then inner or nested conditional statement will test its predicate and decide what to do. So it can be done in multiple ways. It depends on programmer requirement. Let's consider one example. So here we declare if is the here we declare one condition if is equal if x double equal y. So here we compare x with the y and double equals is the Python operator. It compares the two values. So here values are x and y and if is the key word. So again we print x and y are equal. So for example this condition is true. So Python interpreter is going to print x and y are equal, else again we declare one more condition if x less than y. So this is a condition x less than y is print x is less than y, else print x is greater than y. So this is the first condition and this is the first condition and this is the second condition. So within if and else we declare one more if condition. So this declaration we called as inner conditional statement or nested conditional statement. So here the first condition is true. The Python interpreter is going to execute this statement. If this condition is false, the Python interpreter is ignore this statement and going to execute this statement. So here is x less than y. The Python interpreter is execute this statement. If this statement is false, interpreter is going to execute this statement. The one conditional can also be nested within another. We could have written the 3-branch example like this. So this is one branch, this is another branch and this is third branch. The outer conditionals contain 2 branches. So this is the outer conditional. So it's contain 2 branch. The first branch contain a simple statement. So this is the first branch, it contains a simple statement. The second branch it contains another if statement which has 2 branches of its own. So this is a second branch, it contains 2 statements. So this is one statement and this is another statement. Those 2 branches are both simple statement, although they could have been conditional statement as well. So this is the one condition, it contains only one statement. So this is the inner conditional statement. It consists of 2 branches, 2 statement. So this is the first statement and this is the another statement. In nested conditionals, the outer conditional contains 2 branches. The first branch contains a simple statement. The second branch contains another if statement which has 2 branches of its own. Those 2 branches are both simple statement, although they could have been conditional statement as well. So this is the flow chart. So here, so this is the one condition, this is the one condition. Here we compare x with y, so x double equal to y. So this condition is true, this condition is true. So Python interpreter is print the equal, and equal is the final result, equal is the final result. If x is equal to y is false, then Python interpreter is going to check the inner branches, so this is the outer conditional and this is the inner conditions, and these are the branches. So here the inner condition is, here we declare one more condition. Inner condition is x less than y, x less than y. So this condition is true, so it prints the less, print the less, and this is the final result. So x less than y is false, so Python interpreter is print the greater, and greater is the final result. So for example, you take x is equal to 4, x is equal to 4 and y it's equal to 4. So let us assume x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 4. So here in first condition says x, in first condition we compare x with the y, x is double equal to y. So here user inputs are 4 and 4, x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 4. So this condition is true. So this condition is true, the interpreter is print the equal. So x is equal to y, it's print the equal. So let's consider one more example. X is equal to 5, x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 4. So here this is the first condition, x is double equal to y. So here the input values are 5 and 4, x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 4. Here this condition is false, this condition is false. The Python interpreter is going to check the inner condition. So here inner conditions, the declared condition is x less than y. So here x is equal to 5, x is equal to 5 and y is equal to 4, y is equal to 4. So here, so the condition is x less than y, but x is 5 and y is equal to 4. The condition is false. Condition is false. The Python interpreter is going to execute this branch. The output is greater. The final result is greater value. So let's consider x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 5. So here the first condition is x double equal to y. So this condition is false. So Python interpreter is check the nested condition or inner condition. So here the x is 4 and y is equal to 5. So x less than y. This condition is true. This condition is true when x is equal to 4 and y is equal to 5. So Python interpreter is going to execute the inner branch. The output is less. The final output is less. Let's consider one example. So here mark is equal to float. So float is the type conversion. Float of input enter marks. So this statement is asking the user input. So user input is marks. So here in second statement is the conditional statement. So here we declare if marks greater than or equal to 60, and again we declare one more condition, if marks less than 70, So if marks less than 70, print first class, else it prints distinction. So in this program we declare two conditions. So this is the first condition and this is the second condition. So in first condition says the marks greater than or equal to 60 and second condition says marks is less than 70. So for example, so just you enter marks is 68, marks is 68. So 68 is between 60 to 70, 60 to 70. So Python interpreter is going to print first class. So because the marks greater than or equal to 60, this condition is true, this condition is true. So going to check the second condition. If marks is less than 70, both the conditions are true, it's going to execute the first class, else it prints the distinction. So here the outer condition marks greater than or equal to 60 is checked the first. So this condition is checked the first. If it is true, so this condition is true, then there are two branches for the inner conditionals. Inner conditionals, if the outer conditional is false, the above code does nothing. So if this condition is true, then Python interpreter is going to check the two conditions. So two branches for the inner conditionals. So branches are, this is the one branch and this is the another branch. Let's consider one more example. So this Python code will gives you are eligible for marriage or not. So let's consider, so gender is equal to input enter gender. So this here we declare input function. So this statement is asking the user input. So user input we saved in gender. So gender is the variable name, and again we declare in second statement says age is equal to type conversion function int of input of enter age. So this is the one input we stored in gender, and this is the second input. The second input is in the form of integer we saved in age. The first input is in the form of string, and second input we converted string into integer. So by using type conversion, the here int is act as a type conversion, it converts string into integer. So this is the first input, user input, and this is the second input. So here we declare one condition, if gender double equal to m. So m is the gender is male. If age greater than or equal to 21. So age of the gender is greater than or equal to 21. So print boy is eligible for marriage. Else print boy is not eligible for marriage. So this is the one set of instructions. Else gender is equal to f is the female. If age is greater than or equal to 18, is print girls eligible for marriage, else print girls not eligible for marriage. So this is the outer condition and these are the inner condition. So this is the one condition. So this condition is true, the interpreter is going to check the inner condition. So inner condition have two branches. So this is the one statement and this is the another statement. If this condition is false, so this condition is false, the Python interpreter is ignore this and going to execute the second inner function. So here declare gender is equal to f. Again inner function have two branches. So this is the first branch and this is the second branch. So for example, you take the Python interpreter is asking the user input. The first input is enter gender. If we enter F, if you enter F and interpreter again is asking the age. If we enter 17, so Python interpreter is ignore this instruction, this statement, and execute this one, execute this. The output is, so here gender is F, so this condition is true, this condition is true, and age is 17. So if here we declare one condition, if age greater than or equal to 18, print girls is eligible for marriage. Here enter age is 17, is less than 18. So this condition is false. It's going to execute the second statement. The second statement says girls is not eligible for marriage. So girls are not eligible for marriage. So note that in nested conditionals makes the code difficult to read even though there are proper indentation. Hence, it is advised to use a logical operators like AND to simplify the nested conditionals. For example, the outer and inner conditionals in example 1 above can be joined as if marks greater than or equal to 60 and marks less than 70. So it's do something. So in first example we declare the two conditions, marks greater than or equal to 60 and marks less than 70. We use two if condition. Instead of two if, we can write like this. So if marks greater than or equal to 60 and marks less than 70, it simplifies the nested conditionals. Note that a chained condition is when you use if, elif, else, the flow control, and they are all indented to the same depth, no nesting. A nested conditional is when you use if, elif, or else, flow control, and the conditionals vary in depth to create a more nosed sequence of conditionals. Try to write the Python code by using chained conditionals and nested conditionals. The first task is write a Python code to find the largest among three numbers, and second task is write a Python code to find the relation between two numbers. These are some references. Thank you.